Do you remember the time when you were in high school? I sure don't. In fact, I don't remember really anything about my high school education except that I hated it, which is why I probably don't remember it and blocked it out of my mind. The only thing I do remember is that when I went to the guidance counselor to discuss what I wanted to do after graduation, I remember telling the counselor that I'm passionate about music and business and would like to go to UCLA since that was the only school I knew of at that time that had a music and entertainment business curriculum. Instead of having a supportive guidance counselor in high school, I had one that told me that I would never get into college and that I will never be able to work in the music or entertainment industry. I always thought the school was a supportive place, helping kids to get on the path of what they want to do, to encourage creativity, and to encourage kids to do what would make them happy. Looking back, I was dead wrong. So public education is in a constant state of reform. From the whole language approach of the 60s new math, of the 70s focus on cultural literacy of the 80s, the outcome-based education of the 90s, No Child Left Behind in the 2000s, to the latest incarnation of educational reform known as the Common Core State Standards Initiative. We see constant change but little improvement. Kids were steered benignly away from things you liked on the grounds that you'd never get a job doing that. Don't do music. You're not going to be a musician. Don't do art. You won't be an artist. Ken Robinson said that we know a few things about intelligence. One, it's diverse. We think about the world in all the ways that we experience it. We think visually. We think in sound. We think kinesthetically. We think in abstract terms. We think in movement. Also, that intelligence is dynamic. If you look at the interactions of a human brain, intelligence is wonderfully interactive, and that creativity is a process of having original ideas that have value. So I recently watched a TEDx speech by a 13-year-old named Logan LaPlante, and he said that when he grows up, he wants to be happy and healthy. Isn't that the goal for all of us? He introduces a new form of education called hack schooling, where he hacks his education to achieve his goal. He says that hack schooling encourages creativity using the hacker mindset. Logan says that hack schooling encourages creativity using the hacker mindset. He attends experimental classes and camps, and he even has an internship at a ski shop because he loves to ski. He also utilizes technology and online resources. He literally does what makes him happy, while also incorporating math, science, history, and other subjects that are taught in school. Logan also incorporates Dr. Roger Walsh's therapeutic lifestyle changes that are exercise, relationships, time in nature, diet and nutrition, religious and spiritual, contribution and service, and also relaxation and stress management. Sounds like something myself and plenty of others who are trying to change their lifestyle to not only better themselves, but also to help us reach our goals of happiness. So I wish I had hack schooling available while I was in high school and have known these lifestyle changes while growing up. It would have made my high school years more bearable and would have put me on my path to what makes me happy and start looking into the music and entertainment industry a lot sooner, especially if I could get an internship in the industry. It wouldn't have taken me several years after high school to go to college. Right now I'm finishing up my business degree in entertainment business at Full Sail University, which, if you remember, my guidance counselor said I would never be able to do. This was the best decision I made because I'm working on something that makes me happy. Hack schooling can be a great model for school for kids who can't deal with a normal education like I did. I think that education today needs a complete makeover that includes encouraging creativity. We should all try to do something to make sure that future generations have the education they deserve and have access to what makes them happy and challenges them creatively. So, thank you for listening to my speech.